डिस्प्ले आ गया चालू करो। हाँ करवाओ।
हेलो हेलो
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Eagles Cricket Ground number 2 in Sharjah for the fourth game of Four Nation tournament. It is being played between Indian Warriors versus UAE Eagles, and we are here for the toss. Let's go for the toss. Who would like to call? Calls by UAE Eagles. Heads is the call. Heads it is. आइए सर थोड़ा सा बातचीत करें। आपने टॉस जीता है, क्या करना पसंद करेंगे? इसके पीछे कोई थिंकिंग, कोई थॉट प्रोसेस? ओके, पहला मैच आप जीत चुके हो, ये आपका दूसरा मैच है, तो अगर ये मैच जीतते हो तो ऑटोमेटिकली मोस्ट प्रॉब्ली 90% यू विल क्वालिफाई फॉर द सेमीफाइनल्स। क्या ये सोच आपके दिमाग में है? उस हिसाब से आपने प्लानिंग की है? ओके, ऑल द बेस्ट सर। हार्ड लक फॉर द टॉस। आपने टॉस लूज़ किया है। आप अगर टॉस जीतते तो क्या करते?
चलिए हम भी बैटिंग ही करते हैं, नो प्रॉब्लम। हमने काफ़ी मैच खेले इस ग्राउंड में, तो बैटिंग बॉलिंग दोनों का एक्सपीरियंस है, नो प्रॉब्लम।
ओके, एक्चुअली क्या है कि 2 दिन से because of this situation ground बंद है. Pitch is new. Grass मतलब आप देखते हो outfield is lush green grass. But क्या है कि moist रहता है. People who try to play always say कि ना second batting is preferable. But आप कह रहे हो कि first batting करना चाहते थे. But is there any thought process in your mind?
एक्चुअली हम ज़्यादा मैच पहले बैटिंग करनी थी तो फॉलो
Okay.
करेंगे.
अब आप बॉलिंग कर रहे हो पहले तो आपके पास बॉलर्स हैं आप पहले देख चुके हो इस टीम को दिस टीम हैज़ वन द फर्स्ट मैच आपने पहला मैच अनफॉर्चुनेटली आप हारे हो बट आपको ये मैच जीतना बहुत ज़रूरी है अगर आपको इस रेस में रखना है तो कितने रन्स पे आप रिस्ट्रिक्ट करना चाहोगे
कोशिश करेंगे तो इस टीम के खिलाफ हम काफ़ी मैच खेले तो हमें पता है बैटिंग का आइडिया है
Okay, thank you so much and all the best. So, UAE Eagles have won the toss and they have elected to bat first. Thank you. Welcome all for the fourth game of Four Nation tournament, which is played in Eagles Cricket Ground, Sharjah, in ground number 2, organized by Eagle Sports. This is played between UAE Eagles and Indian Warriors. UAE Eagles have won the toss and elected to bat first.
क्या हाल है? बढ़िया।
This is the first game between UAE Eagles and Indian Warriors being played together. They have played one match each in this tournament, wherein UAE Eagles have won one game, and Indian Warriors yet to have a win under his belt. So here we are for the game. So that's the first ball played by Shehzad Bhatt onto the square leg region, and that ball races to the boundary, and the first ball has been belted for the 4. So UAE Eagles start with the boundary here on the first delivery faced. Shehzad Bhatt. With him it is Mirza Sami. And for the bowling it is Johar Abbas from Indian Warriors. Second ball, a shot of a good length, just played it onto the leg side, racing towards the fine leg boundary, but the fielder cuts it off. That's a single here. Once again, shot of a good length here, played towards the square leg region. There's a slight misfield. Ball is racing towards the boundary, but it stops just before the boundary here. And meanwhile, the batsmen take 2 runs. And with this 2 run, Mirza opens his account. The score quickly moves on to 7 in the first over. 3 legal deliveries bowled so far. A good line delivery here, a good ball played towards the long off region. There is a fielder manning that area. Picks it up and throws straight to the bowler. Meanwhile, Mirza takes a single here, and UAE Eagles on 8 without any wicket here. So there is a slight change of field. Deep mid wicket and deep square leg. A good delivery here, a good length delivery. Wanted to play between the point region, but missed it completely. Goes straight to the keeper's hand. No run here. Once again, a good line delivery, a swing and a miss. Goes straight into the hands of a keeper. No run. That's the end of the first over. 8 runs on the board. A good comeback by the bowler, I would say. The last 2 deliveries is a dot delivery by Johar Abbas. A new ball coming into attack and change in field. The deep square leg comes inside. The third man goes deep. And the new bowler, Shiny Rohit, who is playing his 66th match. He already has 61 wickets. Let me remind you, this is the 4th game of 4-nation tournament. Full line delivery, played up Pishley. Lucky for the batsman, just over the head of the cover region. The ball landing safe, and it's a 1 run added to the total, 1.1 over, 9 for no loss. Deep mid wicket, we have a fine leg. Played it towards, just opening the face of the bat, played towards the third man region. But there is a fielder there, there's no chance of a run. So let me tell you the field placement. We have third man, we have point, we have gully, we have covers, we have mid off, mid on, deep mid wicket, deep square leg, and fine leg. With me, I have other commentator Afif. Once again, trying to open his face of the bat and trying to guide it towards the gully region and third man region, but it goes straight to the third man fielder. No run here. Good comeback by the bowler. Afif, what do you say about this tournament? What do you say about this match?
Played upishly in the air, but lands safely between the 2 fielders. I would say this tournament looks equally poised, especially after the performance from the Sri Lankan team yesterday. Last ball of the over now. Really well bowled into the stumps, no run, played straight back to the short mid-wicket fielder. Fielders change for the batsman. And at the end of 2 overs, score stands at 10 runs. Pretty dismal considering the first ball of the innings was dispatched for a 4.
Yeah, that was a great start for the match here. The first ball which was dispatched, and after that we have seen a good bowling display, a good field placement, I would say, by the captain of Indian Warriors. They are not leaking runs here. And one thing which is seen, there is no extras so far in the first 2 overs. Once again, a good line delivery, opening the face of the bat, try to guide it towards the third man area, but could not beat the fielder there. Once again, a dot delivery to start the over. So Johar Abbas coming back strongly after the first delivery ball in the first over. played it straight towards the long on region. The fielder cuts it off, and the batsman meanwhile takes a single. With this single, the score moves on to 11 in 2.2 overs. What we are seeing here is the keeper standing close to the stump, not allowing the batsman to come out of the crease. Full and delivery here, played uppishly, a little bit uppish towards the cover region, but they know exactly where the fielders are, and just a single. They have played against each other a lot of times, and they know the weakness and strengths of each player. Once again on full and delivery, play towards the cover region, beating the fielder there, and that's the boundary number 2 from the bat of Shehzad Butt. So Shehzad Butt moving on to 11 of 11 deliveries with 2 boundaries. A good line delivery here, played towards the mid-on region, but there is a fielder there, could not beat the fielder. That's a dot delivery. This is the Four Nation tournament which is played in Eagles Cricket Ground, ground number 2, which is sponsored by AMZ Properties, Shadow Gap, and Mughal Aways. That's a slower delivery onto the pads. He had to just guide it towards the fine leg region, and that's the boundary number 3 for Shehzad Butt. The bowler tried to do some variation here, had a slower delivery, but the batsman read it much in advance and played it towards the fine leg region for a boundary. So after the end of 3 overs, 20 for the loss of no wicket. Left arm spin coming around the wicket. Karan, who is a low full toss here, played towards the long off region. The fielder running under and collect the balls and picks it up and throws straight to the bowler, and a single taken here by Mirza. The score 31 for no loss. That's an leading edge here, just over the gully fielder. Lucky for the batsman that no damage here for UAE Eagles. That was a good try by the fielder at the gully. He jumped it but could not get his fingers towards the ball, and 1 run added to the total. Good delivery here, good line delivery, but equally well played by the batsman. Played towards the deep mid wicket area for a boundary, and that's the first boundary coming from the bat of Mirza Sami. 26 for no loss. That's a brave decision by the Indian Warriors captain to get a left-arm spinner in the power play. Good line delivery here. Once again, wanted to play, but missed it completely. Goes straight to the keeper. Played towards the point region. There is a fielder here, and there's no run. And with this, that's the end of over number 4. Score 26 for no loss. As we were discussing, this tournament is not just a tournament, it is a celebration. It is what I would say 4-nation tournament where the players are playing for their nation, kind of UAE, India, Sri Lanka and Pakistan. Kind of a proud moment for each players here. So shiny comebacks. Once again, a good line delivery, just opening the pace of the bat by Shahzad Butt, but going straight towards the third man region. No run here. What a shot, what a pickup shot here. Onto his pads. It was a good line delivery. There was nothing wrong with the ball, but playing was perfect. It goes straight towards the extra square leg area for a boundary. That's the boundary number 4 from the bat of Shahzad, but he is playing brilliantly here. Once again, playing straight down the track, piercing the 2 fielders between the mid-on and the long-off fielder, and that's the boundary number 2, back-to-back boundaries here. Wanted to play onto the onside. That was a good line delivery. Takes an inside edge onto his pad. Lucky for the bowler, it did not sail out of the ground. No run here. Just nudged it towards the square leg area. The fielder picks it up, and that's a quick run here, single by both the batsmen. That's the end of 5 overs, 35 for no loss, going at a run rate of 7. We are witnessing this match in the second ground of Eagles Cricket Ground, Sharjah. It's a fresh pitch. It would be interesting to see how it plays. Yesterday we saw in ground number 3, the first innings, the ball was not coming up to the bat in the first inning. There was a lot of moist, but in the second inning it was free. It was coming nicely onto the bat. We have to wait and watch how it plays here in this ground. What a ball here. A slow run up, smooth run up. Bowling and pitching it on the good length area. Batsman wanted to play it over the deep mid wicket, missed it completely, goes into the hands of the keeper here, no run. What a shot. It is called a slap shot. Not doing much with the feet, just waiting for the ball, open the face of the bat, above the head of the point fielder, and the ball races to the boundary. What a shot by Shehzad Butt here. Afif, you have been playing cricket for almost 10-12 years here in Dubai. You have played in almost all the grounds in Dubai. I would like you to say something about this facility. That's an edge, takes an edge, just above the keeper, and that's gone for a boundary. That's boundary number 2. Once again, Afif, I would like to know something about this facility. What do you feel?
I have played in almost all of the grounds that have been opened in the UAE, starting from those 3 grounds in Ajman, moving to Pattaya, and now this side where we have grounds that side and 3 grounds of Eagles here. And I would say after ICC, one of the most level grounds in UAE is definitely got to be Eagles here. Back to the match for a moment. There was excellent delivery onto the pads. An appeal from the fielding side, but shot down from the umpire. And he walks down the track. It's in the air. Fielder underneath it, and that's dropped. How costly will this drop gonna be? The fielder underneath the ball was Narayan, and this seemed like a sitter from this angle. The danger man, Shehzad Butt. Excellent shot, it's in the gap, played through the covers from Mirza. That is a 4, that is the second boundary from Mirza Sami's bat here. He joins the party as well as they finish the power play on 48 runs, bumping their current run rate up to 8 runs per over, 13 of this over.
You rightly said, Afif, I have been into this cricketing field for quite some time, but I would say the outfield, the pitch, the facility, the way it has been maintained, it is outclassed. A big round of applause, I would say, to Eagle Sports, who has been managing this facility. Now coming back to this tournament and this match, Eagles, UAE Eagles, who is batting first, started a bit slow, but now they are putting the pedal on the score. Now it's gone to 48 in 6 overs. Both the batsmen, opening pair still at the crease. Shehzad were batting on 34 of 25 deliveries and Mirza 14 of 11 deliveries. छह ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद 48 बिना किसी के नुकसान के शहजाद बट 34 पे खेल रहे हैं। 25 गेंदों का सामना किया है 7 चौके की बदौलत और मिर्जा 14 रन पे खेल रहे हैं 11 गेंदों के बदौलत 2 चौके। New bowler Vishal comes into the attack over the wicket. It is a full toss delivery onto his leg side. Have to see if there is an edge. Yes, there is a wide given by the umpire, and yes, that's the first extra coming up for from team Indian Warriors. So wide plus 1 run. Short of a good leg delivery onto the offside, played towards the point region. Could not pierce the fielder here. A dot delivery. With this extra, the team UAE Eagles reaches 50 in 6.1 overs. What a shot here. The first ball he missed it. He hit it straight to the fielder. But this time going on a back foot, opening the face of the bat, a late cut towards the point region, and that goes for a boundary, and ball races. Initially, we felt the outfield is a little slow, but now it is lightning fast here. Along with me, I have Pooja. Once again, Phil played a little uppishly towards the deep point region, backward point. There is a fielder there, and just a single. Pooja, I would like to ask you about this tournament, about this facility. You've been a part of this from the start. What do you feel? क्या लगता है? क्या चल रहा है? And about the management, about the facility. What is there in your mind?
Yeah, good evening from Eagle Cricket Ground. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And what I can say, it's a great match. It's a great tournament. So what I'm telling you, for maintaining these things, ये मैच बहुत ही अच्छा चल रहा है. स्टार्टिंग में जैसे हमने देखा कि थोड़ा स्लो था, बट यूएई ईगल्स अभी बहुत अच्छा खेल रहे हैं. दोनों बैट्समैन बहुत ही अच्छे पैचअप के साथ चल रहे हैं. सो लेट्स सी क्या होता है.
जी, absolutely. Actually, the match is equally poised here. It's going like a pendulum. The bowlers are doing well at one patch. The batsmen are doing well at the other patch. So we have to see how it goes. Once again on towards the leg side, open the body a little bit and play towards the deep mid wicket region, and just a single here. With the start, Afif, what do you feel with the likes of the players in UAE Eagles? You have played with this team before. You know this batsmen, how they play. So what do you think? What would be the score in their mind, and where would be they will be achieving it?
Considering how Eagles pitches have been performing over time, I feel they would be targeting at least 180 from here, because they have the platform. They have not lost any wickets, and they have 13 more overs left. $57 for the loss of none in 7 overs. With what I believe Karan back into the attack. Played really well, but that is straight to the fielder. The intent of Mirza was only for a single in the shot, and you could see it in the way he played it towards the fielder. .1 overs, 58 for the loss of none. He tried to nudge it back, towards the third man region, but missed it, and that ball goes straight to the keeper's hands. Another dot ball. Played along the ground, played daftly into the wicket. There was no attempt of driving it. He did not want to take any risk on that. Excellent shot into the vacant region. That runs away for a 4. Beautifully played from Mirza. Went early on into the back foot, made room for himself, let the ball come towards him, and picked the region perfectly. He moves on to 25 runs out of 18 deliveries that he's faced, with 4 boundaries. Really well played off the legs. Excellently played. There was no unnecessary styling on that. He just let the ball come towards him and times it to perfection in the backward square leg region.
The beauty of this game, what I am seeing is both the batsmen not taking unnecessary risk. Hardly a couple of balls which were played in the air, but every little shot that they have played, every boundaries that they have got, a grounded shot, and they know where the fielders are, and they are playing to perfection. Once again, coming on the back foot and trying to play towards the point region, but there is a fielder here. A good part about these two batsmen which I am noticing is Mirza, who is playing on a back foot a lot of time. With that, he is getting a lot of time to play on towards the leg side and to the off side. And what I am seeing is Shahzad Bhatt, who is playing towards the front foot and trying to play most of the time by opening the face of the bat and playing towards the gully and third man region. But the beauty again, as I said, not taking too much of risk, but at the same time keeping the check on the current run rate. Right now, they are playing at 8.38, 67 for no loss in 8 overs. That's a big appeal here. Nothing from the umpire. We have both the senior umpires from ECB level 1, Mohsin and Bilal. What a shot here. Straight like an arrow. Just above the head of the bowler, and the umpire goes into the side screen for the first maximum of this inning by the bat of Shahzad Bhatt, and Shahzad Bhatt moves into his 40s, 41 of 30. Once again, a kind of a full in delivery, but onto the offside, but with the cross bat played towards the covered region. By the time fielder picks it up and throws it back, they take 2 runs. Full end delivery, played and a miss here. As the saying goes, you miss, I hit. Try to hit it over the long on region, missed it completely, and the off and middle stump gets uprooted, and that's the wicket number 1 in the form of Shahzad Bhatt. 75 for 1 in 8.4 overs. The game has been equally poised here. 8.4 overs, just 1 wicket here. We have 9 more wickets left. We can see a big score coming if they don't lose their wicket, play sensibly. Vishal Salmani, the bowler, who got the breakthrough here, the first breakthrough for team Indian Warriors. The new batsman Amin Shah, a right-handed batsman here. So the power play is over, and now they have the liberty of having 5 fielders outside the circle. They're making some changes for the new batsman. I reckon they know this batsman well and trying to keep the fielders at the right area. Once again, a full length delivery, play towards the short cover region. The fielder picks it up. No run here. Once again, straight to the fielder, the short covers, and no run. That's the end of over number 9, 75 for 1. So the 5 fielders outside is backward point. We have deep covers, we have long off, long on, and deep mid wicket. So Karan comes back into the attack. He has already bowled his 2 overs. In 2 overs, he has given away 16 runs. Played it towards the cover, and that's boundary. Yeah, what a shot here. I was reckoning it has gone straight to the fielder, but it has pierced both the fielders and gone for the boundary. Welcome boundary for Mirza, the first delivery of the last over from this side. Onto his leg side, just flicked it, but landed in the vacant area. The bowler running behind the ball picks it up, and they take a quick single here. With this single, the score moves on to 80 for 1. Amin Shah, the new batsman, he has yet to open his account. He has already faced 2 deliveries. A full length delivery once again played towards the deep cover area. The fielder picks it up, and there's a slight misfield, and the batsman capitalizing on it. What a good running between the wicket here. They take it to 2 runs quite comfortably. That's a good running. That's a big appeal, but it was going down the leg side. Nothing from the umpire. Umpire Mohsin, who is the ECB level 1 umpire.
outside of, quicker delivery here, left arm coming around the wicket, water balling, good ball. Once again, it was over pitch delivery. The batsman wanted to open the face of the bat, missed it completely, goes into the hands of the keeper. No run here. That's the end of 10 overs. 82 for 1. Come back shortly. So we have a new bowler here, Narayan. Full and delivery onto the pads. Big appeal here. And as the finger goes up, That's the wicket number 2 in the form of Mirza. That's the first delivery after a short break. As the saying goes always, short breaks always bring disasters. So that's the wicket number 2 for UAE Eagles. Mirza Sami was playing brilliantly. He was batting on 34 of 23 deliveries, but he has to depart. It was a peach of a delivery. The first delivery ball by Narain, straight onto his pads, and that's the wicket number 1 for Narain in his first delivery. Two of the senior umpires, Mr. Bilal and Mohsin, ECB certified umpires here, did not take much of a time to give the decision. It was coming straight, plumb, and that's the first ball wicket for Narain. And the new batsman, Adil Hussain, he is a right-handed batsman. Second delivery, short of a Goodland delivery, outside off. Batsman opening the face of the bat, going on a back foot, plays it towards the deep point region, and they run for 2 here. And with this 2, Adil Hussain opens his account, 2 of just 1 run. And the ball had gone straight to the field of Vishal. There was a slight bit of fumble. What a shot here. Going on a back foot, just opening the face of the bat, played towards the gully region on a vacant area, and that ball races to the boundary. That's the boundary number 1 for Adil Hussain. A good shot here. So he is in a bit of hurry. In his 2 deliveries, he has raced to 6 runs. Once again, short of a Goodland delivery here, outside off, and that's a white signal by the umpire. So extra. Narain, who had got the wicket in the first delivery, has been a little bit under pressure because he's been played for 9 runs in his next 3 deliveries. Once again, played towards the point. Good fielding there. But meanwhile, the batsman takes a single and 1 more run added to the total. Good batting by Adil Hussain. 9 of just 4 deliveries. Once again, almost a Yorker delivery. The batsman does it well, just opening the face of the bat, going towards the point region. But there is a fielder, so no run here. That's the end of over number 11, the first over of Narain, who takes a wicket and gives away 10 runs in his first over. 92 for 2 in 11. Vishal comes back into the attack, who has already bowled his 2 overs. He also has taken 1 wicket. 16 runs has been given in his 2 overs so far. A good length delivery here onto his pads, played towards the mid-on area, and meanwhile the batsman takes a single. Full toss delivery, played towards the cover region, but there is no pace in the shot here. By the time the fielder picks it up and throws to the keeper, the batsman takes 2 runs. That should be a wide. Yes, it is. Onto the offside. A bit wayward. That's an extra run added to the total. With this, the score moves on to 96 for 2. Once again, tried to play it on the offside. Takes a leading edge. Going towards the gully region for the boundary. It's a quick outfield here. And that's the first boundary coming up from the bat of Amin. Though not the shot which was intended, but nonetheless, the score is added into his total. Amin Shah batting on 8, facing 9 deliveries and 1 boundary. With this boundary, the team UAE Eagle reaches to 100 for the loss of 2 wickets, going at a run rate of 8.7. Once again, full toss, low full toss onto his pads. Try to play it, have to see what is the umpire signal, but there's no umpire signal, which means it is coming from the bat. Takes an inside edge onto the pads and goes towards the short square leg region for a single. Good line delivery here, played straight towards the long off area. What a good throw here, straight onto the stumps, and but meanwhile the batsman takes a single. So with this single, 102 for 2 in 11.5 overs. What a shot here, but equally well fielded by the fielder here. So by the time he picks it up, 1 more run added to the total. After the end of 12, 103 for 2. We are witnessing the 4th game of 4 Nations tournament, which is played in Eagles Cricket Ground, Sharjah, which is organized by Eagle Sports. And the title sponsor, AMZ Properties. So Narayan comes back into attack. Oh, that was almost a Yorker. Wanted to play it on the leg side. Takes a leading edge, goes over the head of the 3rd man, and that races towards the boundary. That's the welcome boundary for Amin Shah. 107 for 2. A shot of a good length, played it up patiently. The fielder just above the head of the long on fielder. That's the maximum coming from the bat of Amit Shah. That's the second maximum of this inning here. And what a pickup shot. It was a good length delivery just above the head of the long on fielder. Way down the leg side, and that's the 5 wides coming up from Narayan. It was a wayward delivery, way down the leg. The batsman had to do nothing, and 5 more runs added to the total. Slowly, what we are witnessing here, the run rate is creeping up. Right now, it has moved to 9.57. With 8 wickets in hand, we can predict a big score here. Played it up patiently onto the long off fielder. The fielder has to just watch the ball sailing over his head. That's the maximum number 2 of this over. What a shot here. Amin Shah making his presence felt. He started slowly, but now quickly he moves on to 26 of 14. What a shot once again on towards the cow corner region, the maximum number 3 of this over. A full length delivery in the slot, had to do nothing. He just had to play towards the long on and cow corner region, and that sailed over the fielder's head for a maximum. Once again played over the cover region. One bounce, boundary here. What is happening? Narayan, who had taken wicket in the first delivery of his over, this over has been very expensive. He is leaking runs here. 134 for 2 in 12.5 overs, going at a run rate of 10.44. Amin Shah suddenly changing his gears. In last 6 deliveries, he has almost scored 30 runs. Once again played it towards the long off region, and that's gone for a maximum number 4 of this over. Oh my, what a shot, what a player, what a 42 of 17 by Amin. That was a huge, humongous over. 37 coming off this over. 37. एक वाइड भी था ना, वाइड 5 गया ना. So Karan coming back into attack. Now Adil Hussain says to Amin Shah, if you can, I can. So he is continuing the belting here. The first ball being belted to the boundary towards the covers region. So Karan has been welcomed with the boundary. Just nudged it towards the short cover region. The bowler running behind the ball picks it up and throws back to the keeper. Just a single here. Well played towards the point region. Just a single, quick single here. With this single, a partnership of 64 of just 20 deliveries. What a partnership here between Adil Hussain and Amin Shah. What a shot. Just taking his leg out, opening the face, played towards the cover region for a single. A good delivery. Respecting the delivery here, not trying to hit it, just nudging it back to the bowler, no run. So 13.5, 147 for 2, 10.63. Once again, a good delivery, takes an inside edge, goes towards the third man region. No run here. So end of 14 overs, 147 for 2. With this, Karan completes his quota of 4 overs, giving away just 30 runs. Unfortunate to not have a wicket. So the opening bowler Johar comes back into attack. Johar Abbas, who has bowled 2 overs so far, given 18 runs, is wicketless so far. Six overs to go, 8 wickets in hand. We can witness a big score here. It is now visible that the ball is coming nicely onto the bat. What a shot here. What is happening? Adil Hussain, I beg your pardon, Amin Shah. Adil Hussain here. That's the first maximum coming from the bat of Adil Hussain. With this maximum, 153. 150 comes up on the board for UAE Eagles. Onto the pad, there's a big appeal, and the finger goes up. That's the wicket number 3. It was a Yorker end delivery. The batsman wanted to play it onto the leg side, missed it completely, and takes it on his pad, and the rest is done by the umpire. Once again, let me remind you, both the umpires, the ECB level 1, Mr. Bilal and Mohsin. The next batsman, the new batsman, Ali Khan. Just over 5 overs left. So I am presuming, yes, they would put the leg on the pedal here. They want to up the tempo. They want to score big. Currently, the projected score is 213, but I reckon they are eyeing for at least 220, 230 if they don't lose wicket here. And on the other side, Amin Shah is batting brilliantly. 43 of just 20. He was 6 of 10. So 33 in the last 10 deliveries. A good leg delivery here, and the batsman wanted to play onto the leg side, missed it completely and goes straight into the hands of the keeper. Good keeping here. He's standing close to the stump. What a shot here. Just going on one of his knees, played toward the cover region, and the ball races towards the boundary. That's the first boundary for Ali Khan. I am sure he has been sent with an intent. They don't want to lose the momentum. They want to keep it going. A shot of a good length delivery here. Batsman just opening the face of the bat, wanted to guide it towards the third man area, missed it completely, and once again, good keeping here. It's not easy to stand close to the stump for a fast bowler. It takes a big heart. So Adi, the keeper, doing brilliant job so far. That's a wide signal by the umpire. It was way outside offside, and once again I would say good keeping by Adi, collecting the ball cleanly. A slower delivery, but the batsman picks it up well. Played towards the cover. There is a slight misfield. With the misfield, the batsman take 2 runs. And with this 2, the score moves on to 160 of 15 overs. The last 5 overs to be bowled. Now over to my co-commentator Afif.
Bowler Vishal back into the attack here. He's had a spell of 3 overs, 27 runs, and he's taken 1 big wicket. We see him assess the field positions. He wants the best field position for this batsman because he knows exactly what he's going to do to him. That is in the air, very high, fielders coming underneath it, and that is dropped, and that has been rolled over the boundary line. That's a 4, and it was the danger man here, Amin Shah, with that boundary. Short of good length delivery from the bowler, excellently bowled. He had set the batsman up for that shot. An unfortunate drop here. 5 overs remaining. How costly will this drop cost? Two called by the batsman, and Shot down by the striker and batsman now. Same length, but I think it came off a little quicker off the wicket to the batsman compared to the previous delivery. Caught him by surprise, so only a single there. Missed everything, missed everyone. That's a bye call by the umpire, and that goes towards the boundary line for a 4. Excellent piece of bowling here from Vishal. Excellent bowling. Ali Khan had no clue how that ball went off the wicket, and as I said, missed everything, rolling towards the boundary line. Batsman moves backside, but ball was way outside the off-stump line, and call. Another full toss, but this time he couldn't time it because there was no pace in the delivery this time. Went through the gap, but there was no power in that shot, so only a couple. 176 for the loss of 3 wickets. 15.5 overs. Very well played. Off the back foot, and now the score moves on to 180 in 16 overs, and Ali Khan moving on to 16 runs in 8 deliveries. Rohit coming back into the attack to bowl the 17th over. 180 for the loss of 3 wickets. 16 overs done. 2 dangerous batsmen on the crease here. Very well played, off the legs, and that is going towards the boundary line, and that is beautiful piece of fielding there from the fielder. Excellent fielding, excellent fielding, excellent effort. Saved 2 runs for his team there, and that is a 50 up for Amin Shah off of just 23 deliveries, 4 fours and 4 sixes. In the air, beautifully played. Fielders are just mere spectators for that one. Any and everything that is coming off of the bat of Amin today is just flying out of the boundary. Just like I was saying in the previous over, how costly will that drop prove to be for the Indian team? Another excellent shot. Is it going through? No, there's a fielder there. Excellent stop from the long on fielder going across the boundary line. 16.3 overs and score moves on to 189 runs. A point where we were discussing 180 looked like a very good score, and now even 240 to 250 is possible. Very well played, but just along the ground, straight to the long on fielder. Only one run taken. And the danger man is back on strike now. A 190 runs, 16.4 overs. In the air, he slashed it on the offside. And we'll have to wait and see if it's a 4 or a 6. We'll have to see what the fielder says. There seems to be some discussion between the batsmen. And there is no ball called by the umpire here. And the fielder has told that it's a boundary. So they will get 5 runs for this delivery and a re-ball coming in. So a costly delivery from the bowling side now. In the air once again, but this time there's a fielder in the deep position right for that shot, and only a single taken. 196 for the loss of 3 wickets, 16.5 overs. That is an excellent shot. He moved away from the wicket, made room for himself. He saw that vacant pocket between third man and point and played it over both the fielders. No chance for them. That's a boundary. And the score moves on to 200 runs in just 17 overs. 3 overs to come. What do you think? Are we looking at a 250 here?
Seeing the way both the batsmen are going now, they are just batting brilliantly. They know they can easily reach to 250 if they bat in the same fashion. And I would say 250 would be a very, very good score here in this ground. Considering the bowling lineup they have, the UAE Eagles. So the last shot which was played by Ali Khan, he moved away from the stump, gave himself some room. The bowler was sharp enough. He knew that the batsman had moved away. So he put the ball on the offside. So the batsman had to just put his bat on, sliced it over the third man and the gully region, and the ball had gone for a 4. So with this, that 4, the team score has reached to 200. And as you said, 250 is on the cards if they bat in the same fashion. If you see in the last 3 overs, they must have scored almost 45 runs, 45 to 50. So if you see, 47 have been scored by these two batsmen in just 17 deliveries, the partnership. So if you say the last 3 overs, if they bat in the same fashion, they can definitely reach 250. That's a lower full toss. Played just above the head of the bowler towards the long off area. Just a single here. I would say the batsman would think he missed the opportunity. That was in the slot, played it up Paisley, but that's the fielder coming underneath it. Cool and calm, that's a good catch here under the lights. He never felt to miss that catch. Came underneath the ball comfortably and taken the catch. So the wicket number 4 bites the dust here. But Ali Khan has played his part. He played brilliantly. He came with an intention. He wanted to keep the momentum going. And he did not disappoint his team, UAE Eagles. 201 for 4. A slight of relief for Indian Warriors here. So they have got a wicket here. It's not easy for the new batsmen to come and score quickly. We have to wait and watch the next 16 deliveries. How many more runs can be added to the total? Nadeem, the bowler, he is bowling his first over, getting the wicket in the second delivery of his first over. On to the leg side, low full toss. The batsman had to just glide it, and that's gone for a boundary. The first boundary of the first delivery faced by the batsman here. Adil Ahmed, the new batsman. What a shot here. Pick up. It was in the slot. Picked it up towards the cow corner region for a maximum. Adil Ahmed, you beauty. Coming into bat. 2 deliveries faced. 4 and a maximum. That was just outside offside. The bowler knew that anything on the slot on the leg side, it's been pelted. So he kept it on the off, and the batsman played it towards the mid-on region for a single. Short ball here. That's missed by the batsman. It was there to be hit, but missed it completely. Played towards the mid-off region just for a single. So 18 overs, 213 on the board for the loss of 4 wickets. पुजल जी 2 ओवर बाकी है और अभी टीम यूएई ईगल्स 213 पे खेल रहे हैं. आपको क्या लगता है कितना स्कोर और ऐड कर सकते हैं इस टोटल को?
Thank you so much. As they win the toss and UAE Eagles had decided to opt the bat, they are proving it and they are just killing the match, and I think they can get 250 according to the match, according to their playing. So it will be a 250 run. It can complete it to this rest overs.
Rightly said, yes, if they bat in the same fashion, 250 is definitely on the cards. Um, we have to just wait and watch. It's just a matter of 12 deliveries here. And it depends on how the bowling is. But I must comment on the captain of Indian Warriors. They have got the right fielding. They have the attacking fielders always. But it was pure class of some batsmen who, they got the momentum, they got the tempo, and they scored big. They're making the right changes here. The gully fielder goes deep. Once again, a full length delivery, played towards the cover. The man was a fielder, but the ball was so fiercely stuck that the fielder could not cut it off, and that's boundary number 1 in the first delivery here. 217 for 4. Once again onto the pads, picked it up, the fielder coming underneath it, but the ball sailed just over the head of the deep mid-wicket fielder, and that's the maximum. 223 of 4 for 4 in 18.2 overs. Amin Shah, you beauty. What innings here. That's a full toss, slower delivery. It was definitely dipping, but the batsman making full use of it. Just played towards the cover region for a boundary. That's the boundary number 2 of this over, and maximum. So 3 deliveries, 14 runs already coming from the bat of Amin Shah. Once again, a full toss delivery. That's a no ball, and that's a drop catch here, and that goes for a boundary. That was a slower delivery, but could not have the control. It went over the waist height, and that's no ball given by the umpire. So it's a free hit and a 4. 19 runs in 3 deliveries. That's a free hit. That's a good ball. Oh, there was a slight misfield, but not costing much run here. Just a single. So the first 4 deliveries giving away 20 runs. Now I reckon 250. What a shot here in the vacant area. Backward point, and that's gone for a boundary. That's the boundary number 4. So 237. Now I feel 250. Not 250, I think so we can even eye on 260. Giving at the context of the game here, the way these batsmen are playing. Oh, just played over the head of the bowler, but straight towards the long on fielder. Long off fielder, beg your pardon, and just a single. So 237, I beg your pardon, 238. Oh, that's a run out here. The batsman was trying to take double, but that's a good throw by Rami, straight towards the bowler, and the bowler doing the rest, just taking the bails out, and that's the wicket number 5. Adil Ahmed have to walk back. 238 for 5 in 19 overs. So the last over So the new batsman M. Tanveer, last over. It will be interesting to see how and where they could take the team to UAE Eagles. 12 runs for 250, 22 runs for 260. Nadeem comes into attack. M. Tanveer is a left-handed batsman. Played it towards the long off region. Doing the right thing, Ahmed Tanveer. He knows on the other hand, he is scoring a bulk of a scoring here. So he's giving the strike back to Amin Shah. 5 deliveries and he requires only 70 for his century, 17. Oh, played towards the deep mid-wicket area. Just a single. So good delivery so far. The 2 deliveries, just 2 runs. Good over with the context of the game. 19.2, 240 already on the board. It's a wide delivery way outside the offside. So one more extra run added to the total. Played straight onto the long side. To the fielder, picks it up and throws it back to the bowler. Just a single. Last 3 deliveries, 242 on board. That was a quicker one. Have to see whether it was a wide delivery or not. Yes, it is. A wide plus 2 runs. So the bowler was trying to do some variation, bowled some quicker delivery, but it was way outside offside. Keeper Adi could not collect it cleanly and costed them 3 more runs. Slower, lower full toss. Trying to play onto the onside, but takes an inside edge onto the pad and goes straight towards the fine leg fielder just for a single. So 246. What a shot here. Going down the leg side. He just have to guide the ball towards the fine leg region, the deep fine leg, and that's gone for a 4. So with this 4, 250 has come up for the team UAE Eagles. Last one more delivery left. Once again played on the same area, but now they had made a changes. The fielder was manning that area and 251 on board. With this, that's the first inning comes to an end. 251 for 5. Team Indian Warriors require 252 in the allotted 20 overs. We will have a short little break and come back for the second innings. fast as UAE Eagles, who had batting first, scored a mammoth 251 for the loss of 5 wickets in their allotted 20 overs. That's a big total. Psychologically, I would say Team Indian Warriors would be in a spot of a worry here. Let me quickly take you through the individual scores. Shehzad Butt, who had come in the start, scored 43 of 32 deliveries with 7 boundaries and 1 maximum. Mirza, 34 of 23 with 6 boundaries. Amin Shah, who played brilliantly, not out, 85 of 36, 8 boundaries and 6 maximums. Adil Hussain, 23 of 11, 2 boundaries and 1 maximum. Ali Khan, 21 of 11 with 4 boundaries. Adil Ahmed, 16 of 5 with 2 boundaries and 1 maximum. And M. Tanveer, not out, 7 of 4 with 1 boundary. With the bowling figures, Johar Abbas, 4 over, 56 for 1. Shiny, 3 overs, 31. Karan, 4 overs, 30. Pranav, 1 over, 13. Vishal, 4 overs, 43, 1 wicket. Narayan, 2 overs, 47, 1 wicket. And Nadeem, 2 overs, 26, 1 wicket. And to start the proceedings here, Aditya Narayan and Pranav to start the proceedings here. And the bowler. And to start the bowling, M. Tanveer, who is a slow left-arm Chinaman. The first delivery, pitch delivery here, played towards the third man area. The fielder cuts it off. Meanwhile, Team Indian Warriors open the account along with Aditya Narayan. 2 runs of the first delivery. It's a must-win game for Indian Warriors if they have to stay in the game, stay in the tournament. Played it straight to the fielder. What a catch here by a young lad on mid-off. It was hit straight to the fielder. That's the first wicket, goes in the form of Aditya Narayan. And Yam Tanveer strikes in his first over. 2 deliveries, ball, 2 runs and 1 wicket here. Young lad Murtaza Khan, who is fielding at the most difficult area, the mid-off. Shown a lot of confidence here. The ball was coming quickly onto the fielder, but the fielder doesn't make any mistake, takes the catch comfortably. Murtaza Khan, what a catch here. The new batsman Nadeem, he's come into the strike. very early in the game, the first over, and Indian Warrior have lost the first wicket in the second delivery of this inning. A lower full toss played towards the long on area. The fielder picks it up, throws it back to the bowler. Just a single here. Once again, up in the air, the fielder trying to come underneath it, but the ball just over the head of the mid-off fielder. That was a quick double here. So lucky for the batsman, did not go into the hands of the fielder Murtuza. Once again, you miss I hit. Tried to play it onto the leg side. It was on the offside. And that's the wicket number 2. Pranav is the batsman who is walking towards the pavilion after scoring 2 runs of 2 deliveries. The first over of Tanveer is already taken 2 wickets. Indian Warriors here. They have lost their 2 wickets in the first over. Yet the first over, last ball to be bowled. And Narayan Kumar has to walk inside quite early, unexpected. So 2 wickets for 5 runs on the board. UAE Warriors have done extremely well in the batting, and now they are showing the class in the bowling as well. It was a good line delivery, but wanted to play onto the offside. Missed it completely. Goes straight into the hands of the keeper. No run here, and that's a good over from M. Tanveer. That comes to an end. 1 over, 5 runs, 2 wickets. So the new bowler, Adil Hussain, comes into attack. He is a right arm medium bowler. We have a change in field. We have a backward point, deep backward point. One fielder. We have to see who would be the second fielder, who would be outside the 30-yard. Very attacking field. Only one fielder outside 30-yard circle now. Oh, short length delivery. Didn't bounce too much, but he hit the deck hard onto his gloves. And the ball just going towards the bowler. No run here. A good bowling display. A short run up. Smooth and clean, but has a power in bowling. Once again, a good line delivery, shaping away. It was balled on towards the middle and off, but shaped away and goes straight into the hands of the keeper. A swing here to be seen. Good bowling by Adil. So 1.2 over 5 for 2. Once again, hitting the deck hard. The ball rising on towards his waist height, just guiding it towards the third man region. But there is a fielder there, no chance of a run. And so far in 3 deliveries, 3 dot deliveries coming from Adil Hussain. Good bowling here. Once again, slight movement in the air after pitching, and the ball going towards the offside, and that's a wide given by the umpire. That's an extra being added, but very good bowling display. There is a movement in the air here, and the bowler hitting the deck very hard. A slight full length delivery could be a costly, but they take a quick single here. Good running between the wicket. The ball played little upishly, just over the head of the bowler towards the mid-on fielder. The mid-on fielder had to cut it off, threw it back to the keeper. Meanwhile, the batsman takes a quick single here. Good line delivery. What a bowling here. Slight shape in the air after being pitched. Just moving away from the batsman. Goes straight into the hands of the keeper. That's a brilliant display of bowling. Tall bowler, smooth run up, hitting the deck hard, using the wrist, getting the ball to move. Once again, being a little short. Good take by the keeper here. It was going down the leg side. It could have definitely reached the boundary, but good keeping there by the keeper. So definitely saved 4 runs for the team. Batsman trying to give himself some room, nudges it towards the short square leg, and just a single here. So 2 overs comes to an end, 9 for 2. Team Indian Warriors need to build some partnership here, along with some runs, with some scoring as well. They need to have 1 or 2 boundaries every over if they have to be in the game. And let me remind you, this is the must-win game for Team Indian Warriors. M. Tanvir comes back into attack, who has taken 2 wickets in his first over. Once again, a fuller length delivery. The batsman plays it back to the bowler. This is the fourth game of a four-nation tournament played in Eagles Cricket Ground, Sharjah, organized by Eagle Sports. That was played in the air, played between the gully region, and they take 2 runs. And let me remind you, this tournament has been sponsored by AMZ Properties, Shadow Gap, and Mughal Airways General Trading. Once again, a fuller length delivery. The batsman just tried to nudge it, but missed it completely, and the keeper collects the ball. There is no run here. Down the leg side, wanted to play onto the onside, but wide given by the umpire. The two officials, the two officiating umpires, the most senior umpire, ACB certified, Mr. Bilal and Mohsin. Once again, just played it towards the short square leg area, and they take a quick single. So singles definitely won't hurt the UAE Eagles. It is the boundaries and maximums that need to be contained. Try to play, takes an outside edge, leading edge, but there is no fielder. The ball landing safely. The fielder cuts it off. Meanwhile, the batsmen take 2 runs. Both the batsmen playing dangerously here. So end of 3 overs, 15 for 2. That's a bit of a bother for Indian Warriors. They have to score and score quickly, because the score that they are chasing is a mammoth score, 252. Current run rate of 5, and the required run rate have already gone up to 13.94. What a ball here. That is a pure display of fast bowling. Once again, a shot of a good length. It was raising almost on the height of a shoulder. Goes straight to the keeper. That's a good delivery. Once again, it was full length delivery, and the bowler pushed it towards the bowler here. Batsman, beg your pardon, and there's no sign of a single. That's a lot of confidence shown by the bowler and the captain. Just one player outside the 30-yard circle. Very attacking field. Once again, goes inside the bat. There is a lot of gap between the bat and pad. Wanted to play onto the offside, but stays a little low and goes straight to the keeper. So once again a dot delivery. The 3 dot deliveries to start the over here. That's a fuller length delivery. Good fielding by Murtaza, running from mid-off. Picks the ball and throws it back to the bowler. Meanwhile, the batsman takes a single here. So it's a slow start for team Indian Warriors, considering 2 wickets being fall in the first over. That's an edge. That's an healthy edge. There was a slip, but the slip was a little wide, and the ball just between the slip and the keeper goes for the boundary. That's the boundary number 1 for Nadeem. He is batting on 8 from 8 deliveries. Oh, well played there by the batsman, but there is a fielder manning that area. The ball was rising after being hit on the pitch. It was a short delivery, but well played. It just guided it towards the deep gully area, and the fielder does the rest. Just a single to end the over. 21 for 2 in 4 overs. Tanveer, 2 overs, 11 runs, 2 wicket. And Adil Hussain, 2 overs, 10 runs, goes wicketless so far. Tanveer coming up with his next over, the 3rd over. Almost a Yorker length delivery. It was a little flighted delivery here, inviting the batsman to play, but the Yorker length could not make the batsman to free his arm. So it just went towards the short mid-on fielder. No run here. A good length delivery, but there is a short cover. But they take a quick single. Once again, as I said before, singles definitely won't hurt UAE Eagles. It is the boundary and the maximums. And meanwhile, UAE Eagles are eyeing to take wickets here. Couple of more wickets could change the context of the game. Onto the pads, just play towards the square leg area, but just a single. So 4.3 overs, 23 for 2. A short length delivery, there is an appeal, and that's given out. What a way of keeping here. The batsman just stepped outside, and the keeper does the rest. With a blink of an eye, takes the bells off, and that's the wicket number 3 coming up. Well done, Tanveer. You have completed 150 career wickets with this wicket. So the man behind the stumps, Adil Ahmed, who has been doing a brilliant job so far. And this stumping proves it that he is quick enough to take the bells off before the batsman comes back into the crease. So that's a bit of a bother again for Indian Warriors. 23 for 3. Hello. So the new batsman, Sam, these two, Narayan and Sam, has to cover the damage here and also score quickly if they have to be in the game. Almost 15 is the required run rate. It was a lower full toss. It was there to be hit, but seeing there were 3 already wickets down, the batsman played it cautiously and goes straight towards the mid-on fielder. There's no run. Takes an outside edge going towards the third man region, but the fielder picks it up, throws it back. Just a single here. So end of 5 overs, 24 for 3. Tanveer completing his 3 overs, giving away just 14 runs and bagging 3 wickets. So the next bowler, Fazal Mukhtar, slow left arm Chinaman. He is well known in this ground, and who would know better than him in the pitch? What a ball here. That's a nice trajectory, nice release. And it was almost a good delivery and missed completely, goes straight to the keeper. Once again, a great delivery here. Left arm around the wicket, nice trajectory, not giving too much of room to the batsman, just a little bit of off delivery. Once again, a good delivery, a little offside. Batsman opening the face of the bat, placed towards the point region, but just a single. The batsman moves a little onto the offside, makes the ball bowling onto the leg and just plays it towards the square leg area, but there is no power on the ball, could not travel over 30-yard circle, just a single here. Play towards the point fielder, there's a fielder there and just a single. And that's up in the air, but ball falling short of the fielder. It was onto the leg side, could have played the last delivery of the power play. And that's the end of the power play, and the score 28 for 3. Just a run rate of current run rate of 4.67, and the required run rate have gone up to 16. With this, it's over to Afif for the next 4 overs.
A very one-sided poised start here for the second innings between UAE Eagles and Indian Warriors. That is played in the air, but just clears the short mid-wicket fielder, just clears it. And Tanveer with his 4th, they are finishing him off within the first 10 overs. They don't want to keep another over because they don't want to break his momentum. That is played really well, but straight to the hands of the fielder. Nothing seems to fall in place for the Indian Warriors batters at the moment. They are 31 for the loss of 3 wickets in 6.2 overs. Their run rate below 5 runs, and the required run rate creeping up every moment. That is played really well again, but again seems to find the fielder. 6.3 overs done, and every single shot except that one lone boundary seems to find the fielder. Played really well along the ground. At the moment, I feel the batsmen are looking to finish Tanveer's over because he's having a dream run in this match till now. 3.4 overs, 17 runs, 3 wickets. Excellent delivery. Batsman runs down the wicket with the intent of taking the bowler on, but instead the ball just misses the pad and just crashes onto the stump. Indian Warriors are falling like a pack of cards at the moment. 31 for the loss of 4 wickets. And a thing to be noted here, all the 4 wickets that have fallen in this innings till now are taken by none other than the bowler that is bowling right now, M. Tanveer. .31 for the loss of 4 wickets in 6.5 overs. Nothing and absolutely nothing seems to be going their way now for Indian Warriors. They need a big innings here, a big innings in the middle. Something from the sorts of Amin Shah's batting style today that would give them some saving grace in this innings. New batsman has walked into the crease. And there is 1 ball left for this over. 1 ball left in the entire spell of Tanveer. Will he finish on a 5th wicket? Will he get a 5-for? Or will he settle for a 4-for today? Tense things in the pitch right now as the required run rate for Indian Warriors has gone above 16.78. That statistically means 4 fours every over, and you're still lagging 1 run behind in that over. Last ball of this over and last ball of Tanveer's spell. New batsman Shashwik on the crease, a left-handed batter. Left-handed batter to a left-handed bowler, an orthodox bowler. An interesting matchup here. And he's played dead onto the wicket. There was nothing extraordinary from the batsman, nothing extraordinary from the bowler. Proper cricketing defense onto the wicket to finish off this fantastic spell of M. Tanveer. 4 overs, 17 runs and 4 wickets. All 4 wickets of this innings are under that man's name. Naren Kumar on strike at the moment. 31 for 4. 7 overs done. 3 overs from this side. 3 more overs from this side. This was the side where the most runs were scored in the previous innings. Can they capitalize on the last 3 overs from this side? We'll have to wait. There was a daft attempt from the batsman to steal a quick single there from the point fielder, but very agile from the fielder there. Quickly sent back from the non-striker because he knew that would have been suicidal. He moves across, but misses the stump and misses the bat. Wide called, very rightly so. All he needed to do was just touch that ball because that vacant region on the fine leg would have caused an easy boundary there. He moves across once again. There is a loud appeal, but turned down by the umpire. Batsman trying all sorts of things on the wicket to get some runs here. Everything seems to fail. Played along the ground, and that is a wicket. A suicidal run here from the striker. That was uncalled for, unneeded for. That was on the wicket, and an absolutely unnecessary attempt from the batters. Naren Kumar walks back, scoring 11 runs of 20 deliveries. That was absolutely uncalled for here from the striker batsman because the ball had stopped right in the feet of the non-striker. He could see that the ball was there. It was within the reach of the bowler. He still decided to go for the run. Considering the delicate situation of Indian Warriors here, there was something that should have been handled a bit more maturely. 7.3 overs. 32 for the loss of 5 wickets now. Half the team back in the hut and half the team still yet to come. Are we going to see a fight back, or is this going to be a one-sided tale in today's game? Left arm over the wicket now because Shashwik is on strike at the moment. Another dead defense on the wicket. That is very good cricketing defense. But I really feel at this moment we need some runs on the board to put a respectable fight from the Indian Warriors. And he tried to daft it down the leg side, takes a thick outside edge straight to the extra cover fielder. Quick 1 run taken from the batters. 33 for the loss of 5 wickets in 7.5 overs. And the new batter on the crease is Abhay Singh. And he is also a left-handed batsman. So it will be interesting to see what would be the next delivery of Fazal. He's played it onto the wicket. They are taking no risks at the moment. They see the target being a little difficult from here, so they want to settle in first before they take any risks. 33 for the loss of 5 wickets. 8 overs done. We've had 3 bowlers who've bowled till now. An entire spell by M. Tanveer. 4 overs, 17 runs, 4 wickets. Adil Hussain, that excellent opening spell with Tanveer. 2 overs, 10 runs, no wickets. And Fazal Mukhtar with those tidy 2 overs, 6 runs, no wickets. Bowled outside off stump, and he's played it straight back to the extra cover fielder here. A dot ball. Dots keep piling up, and so does the required run rate. 18.5 now. Awais Mughal, the new bowler. He's played it daftly to the backward point fielder. A quick single in here, but again, only a single. It is very interesting to see that even in the 9th over now, it is a very attacking field by the fielding side. Played really well. And will that run away? No, it doesn't. Slowed down out the outfield and goes straight to the fielder. As I was mentioning, a very attacking field from the bowling side here. 9th over in and only 3 fielders outside. He's played back onto the pitch and straight back to the bowler. No attempt whatsoever to go big from either of the batsmen here. Even as the 9th over is coming towards the end. Played dead back onto the pitch. Back to the bowler once again. Another dot ball. The non-striker giving some confidence back to the striker, saying it's fine, you can play, it's fine, no worries. With the last ball of the 9th over now. And he's played that really well, but couldn't get all of it. Straight to the deep mid-wicket fielder. And that is only 1 run once again. At the end of 9 overs, we are 37 for the loss of 5 wickets. Required run rate 19.55. Current run rate is only 4.11. The youngster of this team who took that brilliant first catch on mid-off, Murtaza Khan, is coming for his first over in the game. A brilliant prospect. We'll have to see how he bamboozles the batsman here, because we are seeing a tentative batting lineup. Excellent ball, excellent delivery to start the over. Very well played by the batsman again. He did not overhit it. He just guided the ball with its pace and line over the fine leg fielder. But still, they'll get only 2 runs. Excellent start to the over by Murtaza Khan here. Excellent ball once again. He'll definitely play it back to the 3rd man fielder. They'll settle only for a single once again. Will make things a little easier for Murtaza here, since both the batsmen are lefties. So he knows exactly what to do. Excellent ball once again. Just a tad bit on the leg side and called wide by the umpire. Beautifully bowled on a very correct length. Excellent delivery once again from Murtaza Khan. He is bowling the right lengths. He's bowling the right line and he's ticking all the boxes here as a bowler at the moment for UAE Eagles. Beautiful delivery here from Murtaza Khan once again. 9.4 overs done. 41 for the loss of 5 wickets. He's given away only 3 runs in this over until now. In the 4 deliveries he's bowled. That is in the air. And that just crosses outside the boundary line. Very well played from the batsman. Some intent. And finally we see the first maximum of this innings from Shashwik's bat. Very well bowled here, very smartly bowled from Murtaza Khan. He changed his pace, he changed his line, and he made sure that he did not repeat what he did on the previous delivery. And rightly so, the batsman settled for a single on that ball. 48 for the loss of 5 wickets in 10 overs. And we'll be taking a short little break with some drinks coming in. And
welcome back. So we are into the last 10 overs of this match, Indian Warriors have already lost half of the side. And always Mughal comes back to ball. A swing and a miss here, and the ball goes straight into the hands of the keeper. On behalf of Eagle Sports, I would like to thank the sponsors. AMZ Properties, Shadow Gap, and OS Mughal General Trading. The ball just after pitching had a slight movement and goes straight into the hands of the keeper. The batsman wanted to just play it, but missed it completely, and that's a dot delivery. That's up in the air. The fielder coming underneath it. He was comfortably sitting just underneath the ball, but completely misjudged it, and there was a drop chance. So there was a chance goes begging. Meanwhile, the batsman take 3 runs. That's a good running between the wicket. That's an outside edge, and the fielder misjudged it, overran it, and the ball just dropping in front of him. There's a 2 chances goes begging back to back, and in the both drop chances they have taken 3 runs each. So end of 11 overs, 56 for 5. So the young talent Murtuza Khan comes back into attack. What a good delivery here. The good part about this young lad is the confidence that he has, the smooth run-up, the right trajectory, and the variation. In the last over, we have seen some flighted delivery, some quicker delivery. Once again in the right trajectory. Not allowing the batsman to free the arms. The batsman just guiding it towards the third man region, and just a single here. Way to go, son. Once again a flighted delivery, just a little foolish. The batsman leaving it, and the ball goes into the hands of keeper. No run here. Again, you see a quicker delivery. The batsman wanted to play onto onside, takes an outside edge, goes towards the cover region, deep cover, and the fielder picks it up and throws it back. Just a single here. there was a flighted delivery. Batsman played it towards the deep mid-wicket area, and just a single here. A good over so far by Murtaza. In his 5 deliveries, just given away 3 runs. Once again, a quicker delivery going towards the long off area. The fielder picks it up, and that's the end of the over number 12. And Murtaza in this over giving away just 4 runs. Away is Mughal. That's way outside offside. Batsman chasing it, but there was definitely no foot movement here. Standing in his crease, chasing the ball. Lucky that it didn't take an edge. The ball goes straight into the hands of the keeper. No run here. Played a little uppishly here, but landing safely. There is no fielder at that area. And they take a single. Now, slowly they are changing the momentum. They are scoring a little freely every delivery here. But the required run rate. But the required run rate is a concern, which has now gone over 25. That's up in the air, and Shahzad's butt underneath it, and he doesn't drop many. That's an easy catch, and that's the wicket number 6. He has a lot of experience. He was cool as a cucumber underneath the ball, taking the ball comfortably, and that's the wicket number 6. Mr. Chauhan has to depart with his 63 for 6 in 13 overs. And the batsman had no choice. He had to go after the bowler because the required run rate was going up each and every over. Murtaza Khan comes back into the attack. The first delivery was a little wayward delivery going outside off. That's a wide signal by the umpire. That's played officially in the no man's area. Is it a maximum? Has to wait and watch. Yes, it is. Over the cow corner region for a maximum from the bat of Shashwik Shetty. Slower in the air, a loopy delivery. It was a good one, but straight towards the fielder at the deep covers, and there's just a single here. Vishal Salmani, the captain, facing the first delivery. Oh. Going on his back foot, playing towards the long off area, just for a single. A good shot there. 72 for 6 in 13.4 overs. A good delivery there by the bowler, being absolutely immaculate in terms of the trajectory. He knows where to bowl, how to bowl, and what ball needs to be delivered. Once again onto the pads, good delivery here, just a single. So end of 14 overs, 74 for 6. Let me remind you, Team Indian Warriors are chasing 252, which is a mammoth total, wherein each and every batsman in the top order of UAE Eagles have chipped in, but one person who stood out was Amin Shah, who scored 85 of just 36 deliveries, and in his first match as well, who had scored almost 72 runs. He is the pick of a batsman here. And that's the wicket, number 7. What a shot. He was trying to play up and above the point fielder, but the point fielder was placed comfortably and the catch was taken even more comfortably. So Abdul Qudus, the new bowler, Qudus, who the first delivery which he bowled, and he takes the wicket of the captain, and Captain Vishal has to depart after scoring 2 runs, facing 3 deliveries. That's a full length delivery. Shashwik just playing it back to the bowler, not taking a risk here. A dot delivery. 75 for 7. Played it well, just opening the face of the bat, going towards the third man fielder, but could not pierce the fielder here, and that's a good piece of fielding. Just a dot delivery. 76 for 7 in 14.5 overs. Once again trying to open the face of the bat, but missed it completely and goes straight back to the keeper. So that's the end of over number 15, 76 for 7. And the required run rate have gone to 35.2, which means they need a maximum of each delivery from now on. A good ball here, wanted to play, but there was a slight movement after pitching, and it goes straight into the hands of the keeper. And always Mughal comes back into attack, bowling his fourth over. He's been brilliant so far. What a shot that is in the context of the game. One on the pad, played it towards the long on region for a maximum. Just opening the face of the bat, played towards the gully and third man region, just a single here. Going on a back foot, wanted to play towards the offside, but goes straight towards the point fielder. Just a dot delivery here. Once again, full length delivery, play towards the deep cover region, and the fielder cutting it off, throws it back to the bowler, just a single. The score 84 for 7. It's just a formality here now to complete the match, because 168 required of 25 deliveries. Good ball there, and played it towards the long off region. Meanwhile, one more run added to the total. End of 16 over, 85 for 7. ये तेरे को इस पे नहीं आएगा वॉक करके रनअप लेके मत कर ये तेरे को ट्रैजेक्टरी तभी आएगा जब खड़े रहेगा स्टैंड ओनली वन स्टेप That's a wide signal and one more run added to the total. Played on a miss here and the ball sails into the hands of keeper. Up in the air and what a shot by Sasvik here. What a shot over the longer fielder. It's not easy to play there. With this contest of the game, it's a beauty of a shot. On the ground towards the long on region, just a single and with this single, Shashwik moves on to 41 of 31 deliveries. The lone warrior, I would say, for team Indian Warriors. Batsman comes down the track, wanted to play it upishly, but takes an edge and goes straight towards the long on fielder. Just a single. And that's no. I heard the sound. I thought it is clipped the wickets, but no, it's the gloves and the helmet. So that the batsman survives. So Abdul Khaddus, who is bowling his second over, 1.3, 1.4 overs, 10 runs. Once again onto his leg side, played towards the long on region, just a single. So end of 17, 95 for 7. Oh, that's a boundary here coming from the bat of Sashwik. He is playing a gem of an inning here for the team Indian Warriors. As I said, the lone warrior of Indian Warrior. So Shehzad Bhatt comes into attack. First delivery was been sent for boundary. Played it up Paisley towards the corner region. That's the maximum. With this maximum, Sashwik Shetty brings up his 50 here. 52 of 35 deliveries. What a player, what an inning so far. 99 for 7 in, I beg your pardon, 105 for 7 in 17.3 overs. Well outside of, straight towards the gully region, and there is a fielder manning that area. Just a single, so 106 for 7. The fielder coming underneath it, and that is a drop catch here. He was comfortably sitting beneath the ball, but he drops it, and the wicket goes begging here. So Johar Abbas gets a life. Played towards the short cover, and that's a single. So end of over number 18, 108 for 7. Good run delivery, played towards point region. The fielder running from deep covers, picks it up and throws it back. Meanwhile, the batsmen take 2 runs. So Abdul Qaddus bowling is third over. So Team Indian Warrior on Nelson, 1-1-1. Made it a lower full toss, coming down the track, played it over the bowler's head, straight as an arrow. That's a boundary. Some runs coming at the fag end of the game. That's a sigh of relief. Maybe they can continue the momentum for the next match. Once again dancing down the track, played towards the deep mid-wicket area. Just a single. $116 for 7. Last 2 deliveries of this over. That's slower in the air, but picked it up so well, played it onto a deep square leg area for a maximum. Shashwik dealing only with maximums. That's the 6th maximum coming from the bat of Shashwik Shetty. What a player, what a innings here. He is batting on 61 of just 40 deliveries. During the fag end of the game, some hittings to be seen, and that's a good sign for Team Indian Warriors. So that's the 2 runs to end the over. So 124 for 7 in 19. So last over in progress. That's up in the air. The fielder coming underneath it, but the ball is just above the fielder's head on towards the long on. That's the maximum from the bat of Johar Abbas. 17 of 11 in with one maximum and one boundary. Once again, played over the deep mid-wicket area. Two back-to-back maximum. Suddenly, there is some cheer in the team Indian Warriors. The intent, which was lacking, has to be seen in the last few overs here. Trying to come down the wicket, but it takes the pads and goes straight towards the third man. Leg by given by the umpire. A slight misfield and they take 2 runs here. That's it's going towards the boundary. Yeah, that's a good piece of fielding. The fielder cuts it off and throws it back to the keeper. Meanwhile, they take 3 runs. So 19.4, 141. Wanted to play onto the offside, takes a leading edge, going towards the covers area. The fielder picks it up and throws it back to the bowler. 2 more runs, so 143 for 7. Oh, what a shot that is from Shashwik. Played it onto the covers for a boundary. So that's the end of the Indian Warriors inning. But at the fag end, some fireworks were seen. Shashwik Shetty ending his batting at 69 of just 43 deliveries, 2 boundaries and 6 maximums. And Johar Abbas giving him some company, 26 of 14. With 1 boundary and 2 maximum. This comes to an end and team UAE Eagles have won the match with 104 runs. A big congratulations to team UAE Eagles. They are sitting comfortably in this points table. Both teams, UAE Eagles and team Imperial Sri Lanka, both have 2 wins with themselves, and in this tournament they are sitting quite comfortably in the points table. So that's all from the commentary box. We'll meet in the next match. Thank you.